everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Amrita and in this video I want to shout out some of my favorite booktubers. I sometimes dabble in bookish content, but I consume so much more booktube content than I create. So when I came across Becky's Share the Booktube Love tag, I thought that was a fantastic way to show some love and appreciation to my favorite booktubers. And then I also found Trina's Booktuber Shoutouts tag, and I thought it would be fun to do a mashup of the two tags. So what I've done is that I have combined the questions and I've categorized them into 3 sections. And in this video, we are going to go through them. The first category is booktubers who shaped my booktube journey. And the first question is, who was the first booktuber you discovered and what was the video? I remember this so clearly. The first booktuber I discovered was Kayla from Books and Lala through her thumbnails experiment video. And I found that video through Kate Kavanaugh, who is an author tuber. That was a time when I was getting more and more interested in YouTube content creation. So when Kate mentioned the thumbnails experiment, I got curious because I wanted to learn how to make good thumbnails. And so I went to Kayla's channel to learn how to make thumbnails, and I discovered the world of Booktube. Like, I didn't know Booktube was a thing until that video. Since then, Kayla has become not just my favorite booktuber, but like my favorite YouTuber. Like, she is my ultimate comfort creator. So I have Kate to thank for introducing me to my favorite booktuber and also to the world of Booktube. The second question is, name a booktuber you have followed since their beginning. The 2 creators that I've followed from the beginning of their booktube journey are people that I've followed over from BookTok, and they are Lexi from Newly Nova and Smitty. Third question is booktubers you have discovered more recently. I think the channel I've subscribed to most recently is Julie's Reading, and I discovered her through her incredible Will of the Many recap video. The next category is booktubers I admire for their technical proficiency. Like, I admire a certain aspect of their creative process. I'm combining 2 questions here. Name a booktuber who has similar taste in books as you, and booktubers who make the best vlogs. So in 2025, my favorite type of booktube content to watch were spoilery vlogs. I've talked about it in my I Tried Reading Less for a Year video, where I talked about how watching spoilery vlogs helped me cure my FOMO for popular books. Some of my favorite booktubers in this category are Carrie Can Read, Jill Hart's Books, Lynn Moore, Tiff Reads Books, and then Read Rant Review. Not only are their vlogs deep dives into the books that I'm curious about, but they're also fun and entertaining, which I think is very difficult to pull off in this format, but these creators do it really well. Next question is booktubers with the best filming background. I have been finding myself admiring backgrounds that reflect the personality of the creator instead of just the standard generic bookshelf or book wall. Some of my favorites are Frankie's shelf. I love the collage in the background. I also like Cindy's art wall, and recently she has been featuring her book cover prominently as the centerpiece, and that makes me very happy and very proud because I've been following her for so long. And then I have been enjoying Books with JP's forest videos or outside videos. Again, it showcases his personality and his love for the outdoors that I think is very refreshing on Booktube. Next question is booktubers with the best editing. The queen of editing, Kayla from Books and Lala. I am in awe of her creativity and especially her editing choices. I love that she's always experimenting. Like, she has been doing this for 10 years, and even now you can see that she's trying new things and having fun with it, and that's just so inspiring. Another channel I have been enjoying following her editing journey is Ellen from Ellen Made Book Club. Fun to follow along with the journey as she experiments with new things and learns new techniques and like tries things out. I enjoy watching creative people do cool things. Then the next question is booktubers with the best thumbnails. Cindy, she has a design background professionally, and that comes through with her thumbnails. I also like Kimberly Reed's thumbnails because they are also very consistent and her personality shines through on every one of her thumbnails. And then one creator whose thumbnails I enjoy, not only for the bookish content but also for the fashion, is Read with Susmita, because she has the most beautiful collection of saris. Every time her thumbnail pops up in my feed, it makes me smile and makes me wish I was a person who could carry a sari as well as she does. And then we have a booktuber whose creativity you love, G from Book engrossed. Two of my favorite things that I've gotten from Booktube are the Magical Readathon and the Copile rating system. The Copile system, I started using it last year. So what it is, it's a rating system that analyzes different aspects of the book. So you have character, atmosphere, writing, plot, intrigue, logic, and enjoyment. And so that's like the acronym is Copile. And before that, I only did the star rating system. I was finding it's not enough to analyze or capture my thoughts about a book. So I started using the Copile rating system last year, and G also has a very helpful spreadsheet that she shares for free with everyone. And I started using the spreadsheet to track my reading last year, and that has been a game changer because it makes me think more deeply about the book that I just read and like analyze different aspects of it and just like have a structure to thinking about a book. Both of them, like the Magical Readathon and the Copile system, are such unique ideas that are very practically useful to the community. And I think that's an aspect of creativity I haven't seen much of on Booktube. And the last category of questions is Booktube culture questions. And the first question is, name a Booktuber whose positivity you love. I love Leandra, the TBR Zeros vibe. She's very thoughtful in how she designs community events. For her readathons, for example, she has multiple options that you can pick and choose based on what's going on in your life at the moment, how much mental bandwidth you have, or just what you're gravitating to. So I think she's very mindful about people's time and attention and bandwidth, facilitates participating in community events without having them consume your entire reading life. Even her mid-year cool down tag as a counter to the mid-year freakout tag shows her consideration and awareness for the Booktube community's collective mental health. Next question is, name a Booktuber whose honesty you admire. In 2025, I really admired Daniel Green's Audible coverage. He has an in-depth series of videos covering the fiasco that was the Audible policy changes. As a reader with a big platform, I think he's very aware of the responsibility and the influence he has, and he made the effort to utilize that platform and that influence in a very positive way to educate the readers and help them understand things from the author's perspective and how our reading choices are affecting the author's livelihood. And the way he broke it down, the way he presented all facets and multiple sources of information, brought in authors, brought in business managers, like just provided a holistic view of the situation, was quite admirable. And I think I admire his honesty even more because he's also an author. So he had good reason not to say anything, because why would he ruffle feathers with a company like Audible that could potentially hurt his author career? He chose to stay true to his values and his principles and take a principled stand. I admire that a lot. Next question is, name a Booktuber who always makes you laugh. The creators on And They Were Readers always make me laugh. I have friends who are readers, and then they have this channel together where they tell each other and the audience about the books that they read. And you can tell that they have a long history of being friends and growing up together because they have like excellent banter and they can like play off of each other's thoughts. Their banter always makes me laugh. And then the last question is, tag some Booktubers to share the love. Anyone who wants to make this video, I think this was a very fun video to make. So if you are a content creator, go ahead and shout out some of your favorite Booktubers. Thanks to Becky and Trina for putting up the tag videos. And thank you to all the Booktubers. You bring me so much joy. I know creating videos is a lot of work, and I really appreciate everything that you do for this community. And thanks so much for watching this video. And I hope this was fun, and happy reading. Bye.